What's happening, bulls? What's happening, members? Let's get into it. So, Bitcoin price ranges, looking at it now. If you've been following us, you've seen that we've done 1, 2, 3 large G-box ranges. The G-box is these red, yellow, white for the middle, green, so you can see better up here. Red up the top, yellow, yellow, white, green, green, red. That is the pattern. The G-box, oh, it's actually here on the left panel. It's called G-box. Bang, like that. These are the settings. Pause it, copy it if you like. You find the G-box on the left-hand side of the tools. Modules, modules, modules. We want them, you want them, I want them. Let's get them. Okay, so what has happened in the past is unbelievably accurate G-box ranges. Mid part of the range, shorts. So it's like open to shorts, good shorts, amazing shorts. Green, open to longs, good longs, amazing longs. As you can see, long, short, long, like, yep, okay, get that. Range busted out, bigger range. Oh, what's that? Same thing. Next one up, bigger, way bigger range. Why are the ranges getting bigger? Because the prices are getting bigger. So they don't go off percentage, they go off previous price action. If we grab a percentage thing and we click from red to red, down here, 24%. Let's drag this up and see how the percent is going down. That's because the distance from 20 to 30 is different than the distance between 30 to 40 as percentages go. So that last one was 24%. This range is 34%. And then this range up here looks like the biggest, but it's not. Or maybe it is 35%. So pretty much the same, these two past ranges, even though this one looks bigger. So I'm just explaining to you why ranges typically get bigger on the screen as time progresses. Now, what's going on right now? We had price enter into the new range. The price is basically on the red there. So had a little bit of a knot coming in. This is this little square box, a little bit of a knot. You remember the old knot? Basically, liquidity zone didn't really even get hit there. Barely got hit down here. It's just like final price resistance. Typically, the knot is. It's barely a knot there. So we'll see what happens with it. Just above the liquidity zone, basically, the knot is sitting, which is typical. Because that liquidity zone was for the prior range. New liquidity will basically be above the knot, as you can see how it works. Bit of real-time shit right now. It's basically like that. We'll just copy and paste, just so you can see how it all goes down in real time. You know what I mean? Liquidity zone. Sometimes there's end of range, which is a bit of a fair value. A gap. It's basically just like a bust through, starts a new range. Sometimes this happens, you get a bit of an end of range gap. It's pretty tight around this price action. So the end of range is sort of in there somewhere because the end of this previous range, start of this new range. We can see the price action coming down, grabbing into some of this liquidity. Good for sure. But at the end of the day, it has begun in this new range. We could get a bull trap. This could be a bull trap and then price comes back down here and all that sort of shit. But fuck, it's hard to, it's honestly, it's easy to be shaken out of positions at the moment because things sort of seem a bit too good. But then again, do they? Okay, things seem too good, but then again, do they? So let's just have a look at previous times where things have been too good. Look at that shit. Okay, do you remember when this shit was going on? Were you around 2021? Matic went from 40 cents to fucking $3, $2. 5x basically in April, like a week or two. And most of the space was just ping, 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 2x, 5x, 10x, this, that. Do you remember how good times can get? Do you remember that? That's how good things can get. So things are not that good right now. Shiba Inu, remember how good things got for that? 666 to, so 10x in 2 weeks. That was September to October. The other one we just looked at was April, May. So things were happening different times, and things were just 10xing, boop, doing whatever the fuck it wanted to. And we're not seeing much of that shit going on right now. Yeah, Solana had a big one recently. A couple of things here and there, but like basically, there's no shooting fish in the barrel. It's not obscene or absurd scenarios, circumstances right now. Things aren't actually that psycho, and things can get psycho. So I know sometimes it's a bit, you get paranoid, especially if you've been hurt before. You got that feeling of like, you know, oh, this could be the top timing, like we talked about. But listen, if you take profits, like I shared with you the other day personally, I had a 3x Ethereum trade. There's a fair bit of cash in there, a fair bit of coin. It was one of the larger trades for me, and I rode it up 70%, 3x, and didn't sell the perfect top. Ethereum ended up making it to 3K, but I got a couple of rules for my own personal sakes. For example, when I'm impressed by a trade or impressed by the dollar amount, maybe I tell a tell a couple of close friends, like, hey, how good's this? You know, everybody's human. Everybody is susceptible to sharing things that you think is cool. And when I do that, that is when, excuse for the pump, that's loud if you can hear that. I don't know if you can, but when that happens, it's a personal rule of mine. Really be careful with your position, take profit. So what I was getting at is, if you take enough profit gradually, or you have the right stop losses in place, or you're not risking more than you can lose, then it doesn't matter about if the top is already in, okay? Because you're just going to be happy with anything. Practice gratitude, and the world will be a much happier place for you, or your life will be happier. So another thing we want to look at right now, a lot of indicators on the screen, but bear with me. Momentum, very heavily turning down on the daily, but as you can see right now, while it's still, ignore this white line, this is an alert line for me, but while it's still above 75% and in the extremes, as you can see, price can still grind down. This is called hidden bullish divergence. So momentum's sort of grinding down. So what this is doing is it's, and this goes the same for the RSI right here, basically. So you see this H bull, hidden bullish divergence. So what really is going on with these momentum indicators is that the momentum's coming down, but the price is grinding up. So the momentum's having a chance to sort of reset and get it's like edging its way a little bit lower, so it has less room to fall. So when it does have a pullback, like for example right here, when it does have a pullback like this, it won't go as deep a lot of the time, because it's already sort of gradual. It's not falling from all the way up here to down there. It's already gradually like crawled its way down, and then it's just going to do this couple of day move, take out the lows, put in a new low, and then move up from there. So what I've noticed from analyzing a hell of a lot of price action is that although momentum is down, while it's still up here like this and price is still relatively bullish, this is still pretty bullish. I can show you 4-hour chart. I think that's what I was going to show you before. Like this, okay? So this is a good example right now. Zooming in, 4-hour chart. What do you see here on the momentum indicators? Okay, so price is sort of grinding down. Might be able to bring it over to, here we go. Just to make it a little bit more, a little bit easier on the eyes for you. Come over here, Bootster. Excuse me. Got a bit of a range here, clearly. All the lows are sort of around the same area. Even the wicks. High, low, high, low, high, low, low again. The momentum has given itself a chance to basically reset. Price is barely making new lows in this range because it's been there before, waiting for something like this to sort of under here, sort of change the opinion. Oh my lord, too much talking. But what I'm getting at, right, is if if you look at the RSI right here, this started trending down right next to this circle of a head of mine. It starts working its way down. But you can see back here when the price started, where the price was at this time was here. And price has basically been working its way up. So this is hidden bullish divergence. The divergence being the word because price is going up, momentum is going down. They are diverging away from each other. This is bullish. Hidden bullish divergence prioritizes over bearish divergence, just like hidden bearish divergence prioritizes over bullish divergence. Okay, so the trend always gets favored, and the trend at the moment is bullish. So what this is a momentum reset while prices are still higher than where the momentum started resetting. So this is bullish. Price is just taking a breather. As far as momentum indicators are concerned, price is just taking a breather. Excuse me for all the coughing. Got the tickle in the throat now. Price is just getting, look at the previous times where this 4-hour chart, far out. Sorry, I need a cough button. Look at the previous times where the 4-hour momentum has been in the extremes. The literal bottom, 23rd of January, another bottom, another low, so stayed low here. So potentially a low here. So it's a bottom caller, might not be the bottom, but at the moment, this is just a healthy little grind down. Take out a bit of liquidity. Might see a wick down, probably close back up again, up in this range. Something like that wouldn't surprise at all. Just to finish, S&P 500 is just grinding up. So there's a bit of a lag clearly with the stock market and the crypto market, but do not forget the correlation. The correlation is massive. Correlation is real, and the correlation is right here. Well, it's not right here, but I was just thinking the correlation will be right there in this price. So as S&P makes new highs, that means money's coming in, and money doesn't just sit, money moves. So we've seen plenty of times before money follow from the stock market into Bitcoin. So I'm not fussed and I'm not worried. If I put it this way, if this was a top, how anticlimactic would that be? Really, like a yawn. All right, come on. It's like, you know, and history shows that most entertaining outcomes are typically have the highest probability of occurring, and there's nothing really entertaining about this so far. We've already had the ETF, and price is still grinding up after that. It's not really, that wasn't a news failure. Like that news actually worked. That was fundamental news, and it sent the price higher. So let's see what's next. Bullish on this space. Fuck me. Sweaty and ready to make gains. Take it easy. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good weekend.